Today, I'll share you how to prepare bitter melon in a way that is both tasty and preserves its natural flavor. Just add a few eggs, no stir frying, no cold mixing, but the result is incredibly delicious when served. If you're interested, let's take a look at the detailed steps together. First, wash the bitter melon, rinse it under running water, and gently rub the surface to remove any dirt. Because bitter melon has many small ridges, dirt can sometimes get trapped inside and be hard to remove. You can use a clean brush to gently scrub and clean those small grooves thoroughly. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. After washing, let it drain and place it on a cutting board. Cut the bitter melon in half. Then scoop out the seeds and the white pith inside. If the bitter melon is young and tender, the pith can actually be used in salads. It's quite tasty. Has anyone tried it before? Bitter melon is very rich in vitamin C, even higher than tomatoes, and the inner pith also contains nutrients that you can make use of if you like. After removing the pith, you'll notice a thin white membrane on the surface. This layer is quite bitter, but also contains beneficial nutrients. If you enjoy a slightly bitter taste, you can keep it. If not, you can scrape it off. Depending on your preference, you can decide whether to keep it or not. Place the prepared bitter melon on a plate and set it aside. Crack a few eggs into a bowl. Then use a spoon to separate the egg whites from the yolks. Put the yolks into another bowl. Next, use a spoon to fill the hollow part of the bitter melon with the egg whites. Only fill it about halfway. Don't overfill, because the next layer will make this dish look like something from a restaurant. Once done, place it into a steamer with already boiling water. Steam for about 5 to 7 minutes until the egg whites are set. Meanwhile, beat the egg yolks until well mixed, then set them aside for later use. Next, we prepare a dipping sauce. Take a few small chilies and slice them into rings. If you like it spicy, you can add more to enhance the heat and stimulate your appetite. Add the chilies to a bowl. Take a few cloves of garlic, slice them thinly, then mince them. Garlic not only adds a wonderful aroma, but also has natural antibacterial properties that are good for your health. Add the garlic to the bowl. Chop a few stalks of green onions. They add a light fragrance and make the dish look fresher and more visually appealing. Add them to the bowl. Then add a spoonful of sesame seeds. Sesame adds a nutty aroma and a light richness, along with healthy fats that make the sauce more flavorful. Heat a little oil and pour it over the mixture to release the aroma of the ingredients. As the hot oil hits the garlic and sesame, the fragrance instantly blooms. Mix well. Then add the following: 1/4 teaspoon of sugar to balance the flavors and soften the heat, 1/2 teaspoon of salt to enhance the overall taste, 1/4 teaspoon of oyster sauce to deepen the flavor, and add umami, 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Add more if you like it tangy. You can use lemon if you don't have vinegar, to keep the dish light and not greasy. Finally, add 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce to create a beautiful color and a well-balanced savory base mix well. Now you have a simple but perfectly balanced dipping sauce. Spicy, salty, sweet, tangy, and aromatic. Not only is it delicious, but it also helps stimulate digestion and enhances the overall flavor of the dish. It may sound simple, but this dipping sauce is truly the soul of the dish. Set it aside for later use. At this point, the egg whites have set. Pour the beaten egg yolks into the bitter melon. Bitter melon is a highly nutritious vegetable, known for its distinctive bitter taste. Interestingly, that bitterness is exactly what many people enjoy. It adds depth and character to the dish, and is also very good for your health. Pour just enough to avoid overflowing. Place the bitter melon back into the steamer. Cover and steam for another 4 to 5 minutes until fully cooked. Now the bitter melon is done. Open the lid and you'll notice a light, pleasant aroma. Take it out, let it cool slightly, then cut it into thick slices. Don't cut it too thin, or it may fall apart. Arrange the slices on a plate. You can arrange them however you like. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Finally, place the dipping sauce in the center. And just like that, your delicious steamed bitter melon with eggs is ready. Do you like it? As the saying goes, eating a bit of bitterness in summer helps the body stay balanced. In hot summer weather, foods with a slightly bitter taste can help cool the body. Bitter melon contains beneficial compounds that can help stimulate the appetite. Although it tastes bitter, it works very well as an appetizer. If you tend to lose your appetite in the summer, this is a great dish to try. This dish is not only delicious and nutritious, but also visually appealing, perfect for both everyday meals and serving guests. When you pick up a piece of bitter melon and dip it into the sauce, you'll see the glossy sauce coating each piece, releasing a rich garlic aroma. As you take a bite, the first thing you notice is a gentle heat from the chili, followed by a balanced savory sweet flavor from the soy sauce and oyster sauce, then a light tang from the vinegar that brightens everything. The egg is soft and silky, blending perfectly with the slightly crisp, refreshing bitter melon. The bitterness is no longer harsh. It becomes mellow and blends beautifully with the sauce, creating a truly satisfying taste that keeps you coming back for more. This is the kind of dish that becomes more delicious the more you eat, light on the palate and perfect for hot summer days. With your favorite dipping sauce, it's so good that one plate is simply not enough. With just a simple steaming method, you can create a refreshing summer dish that is both visually appealing and full of nutrition. Give this steamed bitter melon with eggs a try. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.